Hey folks, it's Josh again. This is going to be my second video. Let me know what you guys think. This is just a really tiny garden, sort of a makeshift area um, at my mother-in-law's house. She doesn't really have that much property to work with, but you know, I wanted to plant some seeds and see what we could get out of it. So here we go. Here are 4 tomato plants you're looking at right now, and I actually don't know the variety. It's either a moneymaker or a beefsteak tomato. But there are 4 plants there. I'll try to give you a couple different angles. These are the ones that I also planted from seed at my mom's house that you saw. They're actually the same group. But everything in this garden was actually planted from seed except for that thing right there, which is a wild garlic, wild chive, something like that. I'm not sure. It just sprouted up in my mom's garden and sort of took a piece off of it. And I don't know if you guys have a definite answer on that. I'd greatly appreciate it. Behind them are a couple of sunflowers. You can see they were doing really well at one point, but I recently relocated and they had to make a road trip in the back of a truck on a highway, so a lot of their lower leaves, I guess, burnt off. But if you look at the tops, they're coming back, and they look like they should actually do pretty well. You know, it's still mid-June, so I think we have some time for them to recover. But this open area right here is a bunch of I planted a bunch of cilantro, so we'll see how that goes. Nothing has sprouted yet, but it's only been a week. In the front here is some chives that I planted from seed about a year ago and sort of wintered over inside and threw them in the garden here. This is basil. There's probably about 6 plants there. A little bit of parsley. I have some other seeds for parsley around there, so hopefully they'll be coming up pretty shortly. Here in the front is 4 black-seeded Simpson plants. They're still pretty young, maybe 3.5 weeks old, so we'll see how that does. And these little guys here, I planted a bunch of the mustard spinach that you saw at my mom's house. So there looks like there's about 8 of those coming up, hopefully a little bit more. What else? A couple cucumbers over here. All of this is from seed, so they look a little small. Might be a late season harvest, but a harvest nonetheless, hopefully. And actually I have some, what's it here? Japanese bloodgrass that I took from my grandmother's garden. And I didn't know what to do with it, so I just threw it in this garden here, and hopefully it takes and does pretty well. I think it's a pretty cool plant. But yeah, so this is it. I'll back up a little bit and show you the entire thing. It's not very big, probably 4 feet by 7 feet maybe. The tomato plants are taking off. I'm really excited about them. They have probably about 8 tomatoes on them so far. We're in the 3rd week of June here, so pretty excited. There's a lot of blossoms on it, which means we should do pretty well with the tomatoes. Here's another little rack of mine that just has some different experimental plants I have on there. Here's like a spider plant. That's actually at the top is a oak tree that I didn't even know I had it, to be honest. I had some plants in these pots, and that thing sprouted up. So that's pretty cool. I figured I'd take care of it, see what I could do with it. Some little fern here, some mountain laurel, Pennsylvania State flower, which I am right outside of Pittsburgh, so it is our state flower. And that's it, I think. Just my little setup here at my mother-in-law's. You know, she's not much of a gardener, but I saw an opportunity here and I figured, hey, give it a shot and see what we can get out of it. So yeah, thanks for checking this out. I got probably about 30 views on the first video, So pretty excited for a couple days. Beginner like myself. But thanks again, guys. This is Josh, the real Knobster, I guess is what it is on here, on YouTube. But appreciate your feedback and your views, and see where this goes. Thanks.